What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? It's your boy BZ, and we are in nature today. So, nature, and so I got this download. Well, I don't know if it's a download, but I don't know. So, the water, right, is flowing. So imagine if you put water in a cup or a glass, right? It's gonna be still because that's the only thing you can do. It don't got nowhere to go. It's still. So when you see water like in a creek, and the water is, you know, moving. It's moving because it has somewhere. Throat shocker. It's moving because it has somewhere to go. So that kind of like correlates to how things are in life. Like when you don't have any direction or anything to go towards or like a path, your energy is gonna stay in one place because it's like it's not moving towards anything. So that's why their energy becomes stagnant. But when you're on a path and you have like a direction to go, like that means something because it's like your energy's not still. You're steady moving forward. You're steady going, doing this, doing that, or leading this way, going that way. It's like regardless of where you're going, you're still moving, right? So we gotta understand that like within ourselves. Like sometimes we can't get stagnant and we can fall into this place of like, you know, not really feeling the energy, not really feeling ourselves, not even being ourselves, but and it just sometimes when you become aware. And that's the hardest part because when you finally become aware, you wake up to like, bro, I just been being stagnant. I ain't been really doing shit. Like I ain't really been like, you see, and you kind of like it give you that perspective for where you thought you were to where you actually are. So where reality is. So yeah, you thinking in your head, but reality, you got to add that to your life. You got to be like remembering the fantasy that we create sometimes and the thoughts that we have or the way we feel or how we see it in our mind. We have to actually have a reality though to what things actually are, and then be open to accept that within the heart that okay, that's just what that is, you know. And it's the one of those smiling feels like where you be like you smiling because you're anxious on the inside because you're lucky hurt, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's that way. Like so, once you become more aware and you understand yourself, you're gonna be just like the water. Shit, you flowing because you got somewhere to go. And when your shit is stagnant, it don't mean that you don't got nowhere to go, but it's like you stuck, you still. Something is blocking your flow. Something is blocking that movement, and you gotta figure out what it is. It sometimes it could be lifestyle, like the lifestyle you live in. It could be sometimes the thoughts you tell yourself. Sometimes it could be even like karmic situations that you be in with yourself. It don't always got to be like you got karma with another person. It could be karma, you got karma with yourself because of the decisions and choices that you made. And you know that's something that we got to understand. Like plays a big part when we're trying to keep going with our energy. If we done did stuff subconsciously, don't remember, don't forgot, it's like that's when it catches us. Like, bro, why am I not moving forward? Or why is this not happening like this? And then it make you go back and reevaluate everything in your life. And then you finally get to a point you look and see like, damn, I can see how like I was being like that, I was doing that, like, cause I even for myself had moments where I went back and really realized like, bro, you was like slacking, boy, my boy, you was slacking, like, and I'm glad that I had that point because now it's like I'm getting myself so in line, and that was like so long ago, but it's like to see like a whole year change. Like today's the last day of the year, and we meditating in nature no more, and it feels so fucking good to be out here hearing water. Sometimes the birds be out here and shit, like it feels good. So remember when you're flowing and you're going, it's like you hear how the water making so much noise just because it's flowing in the direction it's just freely going in because that's the way the path is going. You make so much noise, but it's not even about the noise to get the attention or do all that. It's just for yourself to know like your work is being shown, like you're doing what you're doing, like you creating what you want to create. You putting your time and energy into the stuff that you want to manifest in your life, and you understand it not just on some like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just get this, like, cause when you get that shit, it don't have no meaning. Like if you don't have no purpose behind the stuff that you're trying to get in your life or the stuff you're trying to bring in or attract into your life, how is it gonna make you feel away if you don't got no like? I'm telling you, so it's easy to get stuff and it's easy to fall into these stuck energies because of you get to a certain point where you feel like, oh okay, I got that. Then you just stop going for like why the real reason was that you wanted to do it. because that really be your purpose behind why you're making that decision, why you're choosing that choice, right? So you get to this point where you understand, like, okay, I can see now how me doing this was to show, like, so it's like it come off two different ways. So in your mind, you probably thinking like, oh, well, I'm just doing this to like, this is why. But then the way it's coming off in reality, it's like, but it could be different. And sometimes we don't see that with ourselves. We hear people tell it to us, but we like, nah, like, it's easy to be stubborn and be like, nah, like, I hear y'all, like, yeah, I hear you, like, but no, you got to get to that point to where you really kind of see though, and then you understand, like, man, I see now, like, some choices, some stuff, some decisions, some circumstances, some situations, it's just, it creates that for you, and then you see. But it's, you gotta look at yourself though. You gotta be honest. That's the whole thing. You gotta be honest with yourself. Because a lot of us is sometimes like when you get to a point, people don't change because sometimes it's hard to be. Because sometimes they don't change because it's hard to actually look at themselves and say like, yeah, that's me. I'll be doing that. And the other part be like, it's because it's so familiar. They got so comfortable with it. So it's like they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna change, but they'll subtly keep doing it because it's like that's what they were programmed. That's how they were programmed, you know. But you can unprogram yourself by literally being aware. You're already aware that you're doing this shit, but you continue to do it. So you got to go to the root cause of why you continue to do what you're doing. Simple as that. Like, that's it. So I don't know if this analogy to Earth and fucking nature helped y'all in any way, but I hope that it did. And if it did, let me know. Comment, share this video to somebody you think needs to hear this, or, you know, whatever you feel guided to do. And at the end of the day, remember, trust you. Trust what you feel. Trust what you see. I didn't say them, I said see. Not two E's, one, see. Like, and I promise you, life can be so much better. So, peace, y'all. It's your boy Bz, and we are out in nature. Look at that. Sun about to set. It just looks so magical, right? I'm out.